This is my dad's cordless Black&Decker drill. This was his second cordless drill. This Makita here, the 12 volt, was his first, but this one here began overheating batteries and no longer works like it should. So we replaced it with this. It was actually a Christmas present to him and I picked it out. It's got a 3/8 inch chuck, it's 14.4 volts. I'm not sure if it's a NiCad, nickel metal hydrate, or lithium ion. I'm not really sure. And I don't know where it would say. It's about 10 years old. This manual says copyright 2002, May 02, so yeah, it is 10 years old. And if I recall right, I believe it was their 50th anniversary special edition drill. And the reason I picked this drill out for him was it's got a really cool vintage look to it, and it was one of the nicer Black&Decker drills of its time. The entire body of the drill is all polished aluminum or steel. I'm not really sure. I think it actually might be steel. It is a pretty heavy drill, but this is all metal. I mean, when this thing was brand new, it was a very, very nice looking drill, and they even included a polishing cloth for it. If you look at it, all the logos are the vintage 1920s and earlier logos that they were using on their old drills. I don't have any of the old drills up here at the house right now, but I did used to collect them, and I have a number of old Black&Deckers. But what I do have is I do have a Maul brand drill made by the Maul Tool Company in Chicago. And as you can see, vintage drills were all polished, I think it was cast aluminum that they were made out of. So they made them very durable, very rugged, and they were known for that. And that's what this drill here is supposed to replicate. The vintage look, very rugged looking, and back in its day, even for a Black&Decker, this thing had a lot of nice features. I mean, right there, that's a level, and that would light up when you had the trigger pulled and it was level, straight, vertical, or horizontal. It's got the 2-speed transmission, shifts very easily between high torque and high speed. It's got many different settings here. I don't even remember how many settings it's got. And this is even metal. So I mean, the whole drill is made out of metal. Very, very rugged drill. Very cool looking. I'll add in a picture of one of my old Black&Deckers just to give a comparison. The only thing plastic on this thing is the chuck, the buttons, and the battery. That's it. Well, this is a metal chuck, it's got a plastic outside. It's a 3/8 chuck, I think I said that. But I mean, I love these old logos, the vintage look of this drill, even though it is a Black&Decker. The new Black&Deckers don't have the reputation the old ones did. The old Black&Decker tools made before 1970 or so, they were known to be very rugged, very reliable tools. And they were some of the best tools made back in their day. Now Black&Decker is just sort of a home motor brand of lesser quality, but even this manual here has a vintage look to it. It's pretty cool. You don't see modern tools like that very often, even though this one is 10 years old. But being it was 10 years old, it was kind of ahead of its time. It had a battery meter, a level, just some really nice features on a drill like this. And it really wasn't too quick. I mean, it was only 1100 RPMs. This drill here is corded one. Spins at 2500. This is only a single speed drill, and it wasn't designed the way this one was. So I found some tricks online for bringing these batteries back to life. The unfortunate part of this drill, and part of its downfall, was it only came with one battery from the time it was new. And that's kind of stupid on Black&Decker's part. And the charger it came with, this is the charger right here. The charger's kind of subpar. And the reason we replaced this drill was it no longer worked. So it's pretty much just a relic now. I'm going to see if I can bring it back, and then I'll demonstrate it working if I can get it to work. So I'm going to see if I can flash this battery real quick. Okay, let me just put this together real quick. I know the polarity of this battery, and here's the current voltage. It's only like 2 volts, so I mean it's pretty discharged. It's supposed to be 14 volts. This battery here is an 18 volt DeWalt, and 18 volt batteries will read around 19 volts, and this one's got 18.9, so that's a good battery, and it should be. It was bought brand new and used only a couple times, so this battery should do the trick. Now what I saw was you got to find your polarity of your batteries first. I know this is my positive terminal, that's my negative, where the blue wire is. Front terminal here in the DeWalt batteries are positive, back terminal is negative. And what I saw was this. You just repeatedly tap positive to positive like that for a few things like that, and let's see what happens. I don't know for sure if this will actually work or not. Now we're reading about 10 volts. That's way better than it was. This might actually work. I really wasn't a believer in this trick, but we'll see what happens. I'll have to look in to see what type of battery that is. It might be like a NiCad or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, well I'm going to give it a try here. Let it charge. I'm not sure how long this charger takes. Probably might be more than an hour. I'm not even sure. I don't remember. But I'm going to let it charge for a while. We'll see what happens. Now this is the old style drill, where the handle's like a corded drill. They don't make them like that anymore. Now you get the T-handle because they're more balanced than this. This is all the weight toward the front. It's a better design to have it, the T-handle. It's easier for ergonomics and stuff, but well, the problem with that is I can't stand it up to show you something. Took a charge. So here I'll demonstrate the level real quick. See there, it's level, and as I begin to tilt the drill, the light goes off. It comes back on, the drill is level. Now if I keep coming down, now it's straight up and down. So that was just kind of a handy little feature that they built in and they incorporated into the drill. And I still say this is one of the easiest shifting drills that I've ever tried here. Even this Makita here, I don't even think this shifts as easy as that. Well, this one does shift pretty easy. But it actually works pretty good now. It's only like 1100 RPM, so it's pretty slow compared to today's standards, but it was a decent drill of its day. Wasn't the worst, wasn't the best. Just a really nice looking drill. I mean, they actually did use a metal tag and riveted it on just like the old style one. So I mean, this is just a really cool drill. I wish that they'd make a newer retro version drill. Retro is coming back, so it'd be neat to see some more retro tools being made in the future. So, till next time.